Sam's here, Tom's here, leads in, motoring's in. I sure did. Believe it or not. If you're not sure what that is, that's the power seat switch. Because, fun fact for you, Chevy Malibus have power to the fucking seat. Or Chevy Impalas, most vehicles do for that matter, have power to the power seat all the time. That way you can move the fucker back when you go to get in. But Matthew Shelley's in. I don't think that's it. I really want to put intake gaskets in this son of a bitch. Tomorrow's a new day. Syed? What's happening? Mustang's early for once. Perfect. Here, I'll put this back together so I can have a beer. B-double-E-double-R-U-N. I'm pretty sure it needs intake gaskets. An old BMW 320. Is it good? Is it reliable? I'm not a BMW fan, so... And old and reliable typically don't go together. Colt's here. Switch is a good fidget tool. Fishing with King G. Power seat switch, Colt. What's going on with the Malibu? It's their own lean codes. So... Jeff Weinstock's in. That's called future problems. Hey! There are the starburst. Most. Yeah, because what's fucked up on these switches is this part. Those things like to break timing chains. A lot of things like to break timing chains. These power seat switches, they don't automatically return on this side. They only return on this side. And it's only, well, fucking, I don't know if you can see in there. It's only based on tension on the fucking plastic. It's not spring loaded. Got in early on this one, 8th finger. I listened to your recording. The fucking weirdos are out lately, aren't they? Fucking holidays made them all nostalgic and shit. Current project is an 03 Chevy 2500 that I'm rebuilding the interior, body, frame, and Duramax in. Why? Interior, body, frame, and engine. May as well put a transmission in it while you're at it. Don't forget about the suspension. How'd the parasitic draw turn out? Power seat switch. I like how the new toolbox requires Rick to walk entirely out of the frame to put a tool away. That's fair. How did you go about hunting down a power draw that led to that seat switch? Well, there's a couple of ways you can do it, but I myself do this one. Cody's here. This is Power Probe parasitic, draw monitor or parasitic draw tester. If you're new enough for OBD2 port, you can go that direction. Plug it in, and it'll powers itself, so it senses when there's a parasitic draw going on. It was right after I got off the fucking live stream that it started doing it too. And these little fucking switches must just drift over enough because I could hear the the motor in the seat start humming. And it's all the way fucking back anyway, so. I changed my stock battery, my Subaru WRX, and it said Panasonic on it. Didn't know Panasonic was still around. Panasonic makes a lot of shit, actually. Just rebranded. Surprised it didn't burn the motor out of the seat. I don't think it would do it all the time. I'm surprised it didn't pop the fucking fuse. And might have been one of those things where that fucker would get warm enough and it would drift back where it needs to go. Few days shuffling everything around in the shop here. Took out the old milling machine and bench, ripped out some shelves, parked a new toolbox in its place. Lots of cleaning. Your old man want to sell that milling machine yet or no? I thought I should be buying more things right now, but anyhow. I'm in the garage tonight doing timing chain, belt tensioner, etc. in the SRT Ford Neon. Why? When was the last time you seen a fucking SRT? You mean an SRT Neon? Also, why? Justin Anderson says making room to work on IDI's Squatch. Wow. It doesn't make for good YouTube, Toby. What am I supposed to watch at 2 a.m. now? That's funny. Makes for more efficient future content. $750. Fuck. figure out where I'm going to put it first. Because the last 17 pounds of shit that I put in this 5-pound bag, I wasn't supposed to put in here anyway. Let me see how much room I got after I get the press moved over there. Iron Man's in at 4 a.m., 6 a.m., etc. I think that's smoke coming from catalytic converter, one problem after another. From a catalytic converter? Shouldn't it be coming out of the tailpipe? If it's coming from specifically the catalytic converter, either that motherfucker's got a hole in it or oil's running onto it. Do we have machinists in the chat? Gotta fuck around and find out. Toby's a hell of a lot more of a machinist than I am. Did you find with the battery draw? Power seat switch. Yeah, I mean, working like this. Shit. They're mechanic cobblers here. He's going to have a bidding war here going on pretty soon. I didn't need that tomorrow. Anyhow. Senior's old China milling machine needs to find a new home. Well, at the shop, Rick, I hope to have a tire machine and balancer someday myself. It's just money. You'll get there. Keep trying. Or spend it on another stupid shit. I don't know. Carl Allen's in.
Oh.
It's 8 degrees here. 'Tis 10 degrees here, almost 11. 10.8. Windier fucker at the moment, though. Probably going back into working on cars when I get out of the Navy. Appreciate your service, man. Also, why? The working on cars. The Navy thing. Thank you. Scott, what's happening? $21 up north. It was chilly this morning, I can tell you that. Crazy for joining the Navy and working on cars. 60 is cold for Florida. Gets in the 40s. Those motherfuckers are wearing parkas. I've seen it. It was raining most of the day and wasn't freezing. Enduring the cold, but sure you're a lot colder there. 10 degrees. It ain't too bad. Could be a hell of a lot worse. Chances are it's going to get a lot colder before the winter's over, so. Fucking intake's got to be on the back of that son of a bitch, too. Son of a bitch. Been in minus 21 degrees before. That's cute. I do not have a wood burner in the shop, no. I have a wood boiler on the hill out there, and I have in-floor heat. I also have a supplemental heat exchanger if I need it. That I'll use when it gets really damn cold when I'm pulling vehicles in and out. So, C motors handle 18 volts just fine. Many junkyard trips had 18 M18 batteries hooked to them to move them back and forward and back. Good thing about with cold weather, kills an awful lot of bugs. It keeps that shit from moving north, I can tell you that. Whatever tasty tonight. It was like I didn't fucking have any last night. How many reptiles where it snows? Well, he says double tap the screen to add a thumbs up. 32 and 24 thumbs up. You were saving on beer last night. That sucked. Oh, grumpy when I fucking live stream and I'm not drinking. Standing there. The worst part is I wasn't doing anything fun either. Waiting for that stupid fucking draw tester to do something, and it doesn't. By fucking karma, it doesn't do anything until I get off the fucking live stream. At least if it would have been during the live stream, I would have had something to do. And you get minus 40. Then you throw some fucking wind after that? I can do the cold. The fucking wind can get fucked. Found out they sure don't like that. Well, that's a smoke and melting. Jesus fuck. Does anyone know anything about starters? Because I need some help with a starter. When are you kicking a 6.4 out to the scrap pile? I can put the bumper back on that and finish a few more things. It's a runner. Swap some injectors out of that motherfucker, because I charged the AC and all the other shit that I did when I first put it back together and then had to undo. Now I've just been putting it back together enough to see if the motherfucker will run, so. I'm gonna shit bricks when I get that bill. Hard part's putting the smoke back in, that's right. Once you let the smoke out, it's really fucking hard to put the smoke back in things. Ask Chad, he has experience. He's a professional smoke letter outer. Should probably swap that. What's in Chad's job description? You mean his Indian name? Let smoke out? They'll call him TP for no reason. All the smoke goes out the top. So everybody drinking tonight? Hams. The beer refreshing. First you need help with a starter. Now you need help with a small block 350. Google's your friend. Keep asking fucking questions and we're not going to be. Dr. Pepper. Drink most of the Dr. Pepper and then pour some Captain in it? Maybe. 350's bag. What year? I didn't even care. Shell's fire brick. Oh, I'll put it in the bottle already. Never mind. Starter's attached to the motor. Well, that's usually where they should be. The starter is attached to the engine because the starter is the motor. But we'll get there. Otherwise, we're going to have motor-engine fucking debates. Some people get wound up about that. Nathan. '78, the most simple HEI ignition carb. It's almost like Nathan and I know each other. Shit. Thank you for that. My brain triggered whenever I hear somebody call them the wrong things. The problem is the starter is facing the wrong way, I think, because the front of the starter is facing the front of the truck. What? And it's bolted in there? You can't even flip the bastard around on a fucking small block. No chance. No. That's offset. The bolt pattern's offset, isn't it? So the nose cone is facing the fucking front of the truck. Maybe some shims. Yeah, you might need some shims in there. So they go, wah! If it just come from the quick lube, it might be. but it's stripping the bolts. Zoe spelled deep rock wrong. That was mean. Yeah, no fucking chance. I've seen some backwards ass shit, but every fucking way that brakes can be put in wrong from the work those places did. The fucking metal side in, the backing plate side in on fucking brake pads. Boy, is that fucking the little studs on those make a fucking groove in a rotor in a hurry. Burns through starters like crazy. The motherfucker's in there backwards, it's gonna burn through starters. Rex is in. No flange on the back. There's no way you can even attempt to bolt it in backwards. No, because the bolts go up from the fucking bottom. No shot. It's probably burning up starters like crazy because the motherfucker hasn't been shimmed, but I don't think you know what front and backwards is. Can't be backwards, Kyle Met. Is that era of small block, the bolts even straight across from each other? Are they? No, the newer style. It's been a while since I had a starter out of one of those bastards. If it was truly in backwards, it'd be cranking the engine backwards. Fact. No, they're staggered. That's what I thought. They are staggered. Trust me, it's crazy. Or you're fucking retarded. Put the content on your channel. Make your soft law letter vidya there, bud. Fucking prove it. I'll eat shit if I'm wrong, but... I'll put a picture of it in the community. Just change your fucking old... Is that your truck there? I can't see. It's like fucking that big. Oh. Well, I'm not a retard. Okay, you're fucking stupid. I get all offended all of a sudden. You're fucking sensitive. How's that? It's in the vet. Don't care. Also, fucking ew. Oh, so you're working on shit that you don't belong working on, huh? Only small block starter I've seen that wasn't staggered was the car starters. You need help with the easiest starter and the easiest engine. You have a lot of speeds for reverse, but only one forward. You get that bitch to pop backwards. It's one thing I like about the Kubota. They don't block out high range in that bitch in reverse. You can run that fucker just as fast forward as you can in reverse. The starter just went out on the bus. Yeah, no shit. So when they was fixing to leave, Duck River Raceway in Tennessee. Sounds like you need to find somebody in Duck River that knows how to work on a fucking starter in a Corvette. I've never liked Corvettes. I don't own a vet. Well, you seem to know nothing about them. Why are you working on it then? Said you need help. What fucking transmission is behind this goddamn 350? You're questioning. Surround your ass in fiberglass. Even when I was in good shape, those bastards were miserable to get in and out of. You just gotta like fucking aim your ass for the seat and hope you connect. When you get out, you may as well just... How the fuck did all these degenerate old bastards get in and out of them? The truck I'm working on is a 78 Chevy C10, 3+3 camper edition, 4-door, 6-seater, not a dually with a 350 small block and a turbo 400. That didn't say anything about the fucking Corvette, you dipshit. I thought you said you weren't retarded. Backwards, why haven't you turned it around? If you know that's the problem, it's burning starters up. If you think it's backwards, change it the other way for fuck's sake. I mean, logic would say, if you can prove that it's backwards, flip the motherfucker around. TH400 has no provisions for a starter like a manual trans. You have to be using the 2 black bolts. Not possible to fit backwards. Gabriel, you haven't answered a goddamn question about your said vet. Or whoever's vet it is, not yours. It's not your vet that you know so much about. TikTok, motherfucker. We're growing impatient with you. Oh! What we got on the agenda tomorrow? 4 more TPMS sensors. Sounds more like a shimming problem than a backward starter. That's what I was thinking. Those motherfuckers do require some shimming. And sometimes you gotta get creative and like half shim them. Especially if they've been murdered when they got fucking rebuilt in fucking Mexico. What's fucked up is when you gotta shim a starter that doesn't need to be shimmed. Or shouldn't be shimmed. Toby remembers a few of those. Remember a couple of those fucking 5.4s and 4.6s we had to try to shim starters on that were supposed to fit in the fucking bell housing? Oh. Beer can shims? And they're pickier. You have to grind the housing to tighten them up. Yep. next to the oil pan in front of the mounting bolts. The electric motor would be making room up the torque converter's ass. It's not possible. For the record, it is possible to have a car that you don't own. It happened in the Twin Cities about 50 times every day. Sometimes 100 times if they're ambitious. That's funny. Governor says we're a prosperous state. That's fucking relative. To be fair, it's probably more than $1 billion. Try grain belt. No. I like hams better. I've tried grain belt. It's fucking ham's leftovers. You specifically said the starter you were referring to was in a vet. Am I the one that read this incorrectly, or are we just all fucking wrong here? Mustang, you just fucking exhausted too? I get it. Who the hell says daggam? You said it. Maybe the vet identifies as a C-20 truck. Oh, shit. You were specifically the one that brought up Corvette. I didn't drink enough for this tonight at supper. You better top off. From the sidelines, thanks for the entertainment, Joe. You dumbass. If you're going to be a fucking retarded, you can at least get your facts straight. Oh, wait. That's why you can't. You asked a question about my YouTube channel. Was a truck or something? I answered it. And vet as my YouTube channel picture. I don't think you're hearing half the shit that anybody says or anything that I say, and you're not reading half the shit anybody else says. And I'm reading most of it. Blowjob would have fixed this. Oh, wow. Angry man. Because I tell somebody they're fucking stupid doesn't mean I'm angry. It's just pointing out facts. Some people don't fucking know. Do you remember the story about saying, like, we Todd? I remember you saying that all the time, but I don't remember where that came from. The wee Todd? Because I worked with a guy named Todd in Moose Lake. The wee Todd. Young guys hear what they want. They're not interested in what experienced guys have to say. You work at the prison? Used to. Spent 20 years there. Almost 20 years. The wee Todd. Just like the wee farm. If you guys think I'm a retard, y'all can think that. Y'all want to. I don't give a frick about it. Okay, but I do know stuff about trucks. And wrecks, I do learn from experienced people. From experienced people say. From what experienced people say. Okay, so go back. Let's go back to your original question there, ding ding. I can't help it. Fuck you. This is how I talk to my coworkers. Talked. Past tense. I don't have any now. It's probably better that way. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Damn thing moved on me. Still want to know how this starter is backwards. Last I knew, starters don't fucking torque converters. Because this starter would literally need to be inside the converter. My mechanic's one of them, and my dad is another one. And my dad's friend is another person, okay? So don't question it, okay? Rick, please take us to the small block behind you. I didn't even think about that. I don't have a starter laying here for it. But here's Stead starter mounting bolt right there. That one and this one. They're offset. There's no fucking chance. Well, that is a Malibu, yes. Can't even make fun of Kyle with this guy in here. That's funny. So, even you're going to be fucking the flywheel anyway. Hell left me a voicemail just now. I didn't even get the phone call. Dave's in. If I'm passing through and my car breaks down, I can get a hold of you. No. I got other shit to do. I'm actually working on it. This motherfucker makes no sense at all. The motor won't clear the flex plate nor the converter. Or the bell housing or any other fucking thing for that matter. But it won't bolt up either. I don't give a shit how hard you try. You ain't bolting that motherfucker up. Not with an offset fucking bolt pattern. What did I miss? The tard bus. Well, you didn't miss it. It's still here. You still got time to get on, Dave. Might be some fat chicks on there. Oh, God. Some guys say a GM 350 starter is in backwards, but everyone that knows anything says it's impossible, so we're arguing about it for 30 minutes now. It's fair. I tried bolting the starter to the top of the engine. If it fits backwards, it might work there too. I might actually have to go check this guy's channel out to see if he posts a picture of this. So what is said vehicle that you're working on with the backwards starter then? Because I don't want to make assumptions. I want to hear it right from you. One more time. Put it under the intake. I mean, on certain applications. Knocked out a starter in a bus that had all the weirdos in it. Now we're just trying to decide burn it or push it into Rick's yard. Push it out of Rick's yard. Fuck 'em. Even Google AI says you can't put a starter in backwards. Did you Google it? Fuck that shit. Kyle Googled the thermostat this morning too. Or looked on some forums and shit. And then he called Rick. I had to. If it's on the internet, it's got to be true. Never installed one wrong, but I mean, maybe upside down with a straight bolt HT starter, maybe. I don't have one to try it, but backwards on, bolt up, no fucking chance. Even on the old Ford starters, the 2-bolt ones, you couldn't put the fuckers in backwards because the solenoid or the Bendix is going to get in the fucking way. The arm. Let's drill a hole in the thermostat. Yeah. Fucking where? Now that I think of it, I'm almost certain I got one of those bastards laying around here somewhere too. Man, language. Oh, I'm sure your sensitive fucking ears or your adolescent children that are watching are going to get fucking corrupted by it. Not your lack of fucking parenting. Or the parenting that you had. Drilling a hole in this thermostat is a thing. We do it to the 6-8 liter Fords so they don't airlock when you fill them with coolant. Just a small 1/8 inch hole is all it needs. This one already has a provision for that. And there's nowhere to drill a hole in the motherfucker. Now, granted, you know what we're talking about, but it isn't a conventional thermostat. Do I have one of those bastards? It wasn't that long ago that I put one in, but I usually got to be pretty decent about throwing shit away. Half stuff. Oh fuck! I can pull it up. I didn't even think about that. We may as well debate that too. Fuck it, I don't care. BORK pillars have those. I like those. Less fucking around to swap them. So there it is. There's your one of your coolant temp sensors right there. And there's your little provision for the air purge. It's literally a hole there. But where they're talking about drilling holes in this motherfucker, I have no idea. Because somebody can enlighten me into that, because we already have the air vent. So also anything that I'm doing now, I'm vacuum filling the motherfuckers. There's very few things that I don't vacuum fill. Pull them bitches to 20 inches of vacuum and let them sit for 2 to 3 minutes. It's also a good double check. Then vacuum fill the motherfuckers and pressure test them. Full day of playing the chauffeur tomorrow with cat guys. 'Tis the season for kissing cat ass. Get her done, bud. I mean, if you're talking a conventional thermostat, you're gonna pop a hole in it. Even most of those motherfuckers have one. Hang on. Let's look. I have one. I believe this is going to be a... It's not a 5.4. This has got to be a 302. That's what they got this little fucking tit nipple on there for. That's your fucking breather. And once there's water flow against it, it pushes that little fucking thing up and blocks it off until the thermostat opens. Can't put a hole in it, it'll fill the block through the thermostat hole, then slap it in there and jam the upper hose on and fill it the rest of the way. I'm not saying the ones you don't have, but most of the automotive ones do. Got another one over here. Is that same part number? Okay, so no, this one doesn't. Nah, I'm pretty sure this is a fucking 5.4. 5.446. I'd have to run the number, but that one does not have one. But again, I'm vacuum filling the motherfuckers anyway, so I don't care. Chevy may also have a bleeder on the crossover pipe housing. Yes. Particularly on the 3/8s, 3/1s, 3/5s, and 3/9s. That's a fucking four-banger. Depends on if they get them from Olympia, Napa, or directly from the Ford dealer. That makes sense. Depends on who makes the bastards. Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, and that's the same manufacturer, but I think it's made by different specifications for bulk amp. Bulk amp premiums. I hate sourcing shit from all over the place. What's the target? Huh? Anyone at any time. I mean, what? Wow. Fucking ripping them tonight. Jesus. Good thing they're going out that end. A lot worse later. Sure you didn't step on Bullfrog when you let that one go? They're fucking rowdy tonight. The thunder from down under. Need a paper towel loan? Well, then you got bigger problems in life. Chevy are a pain in the ass with closed coolant systems. Define your idea of closed coolant system. Rex, I appreciate you, man. My daughter has far sale Challenger beer belches. No, hell no. Baby farts are like where fucking hell comes from. They're terrible. It's a good indicator that they're eating well, though. So good job, Dad. Holy shit, Craig's here. I should have kept the retard long enough for Craig to get a shot at him too, but fuck him, I had enough. Idiot. Here you go. Well, that one broke up in the middle. She lets him rip. You feel the diaper move, and you'd swear she dropped a deuce the size of her head. Reservoir with an actual radiator cap, just expansion tank. Sometimes you get to run them and let them cool down a few times to bleed out proper. Vacuum fill the bastards. Now you don't have to do that shit. Those systems are not meant to be filled the conventional way. You will have fucking air trapped for fucking... Also, Kyle, did you figure out what's going on with the Jeepster there? Or no? If you can, I'm still collecting tools for easy ways. Well, I would highly recommend spending the $60 even on a cheap one. And it'll save you $60 in time the first fucking 2 times you use it. Guaranteed. Doesn't even have to be a fancy one. You get a fancy one later. Frankly, a fancy one's a pain in the ass. Get the one with a rubber cone on it. Where the hell is it? It's over here. For the most part, that's all I use. And this one probably came off tool truck, but you can go buy one fucking, I don't care. It's simple. Rubber cone goes in the fucking hole. Shop air. Pull that bitch down to 20, 25 inches of vacuum. Stick that bitch in the coolant and let her eat. Quart low on coolant, can see a leak. Might need to get worse. Not in oil, so that's a win. Has that got rear heat on it? That was the one thing after the last time I talked to you, I was going to ask, because that motherfucker had rear heat in it. No rear heat. Got you. Okay, you got a black light? Can I always throw a dye in it and fucking see. Dye won't evaporate off. Do you get the inbox I sent you, Rick? Messenger? I have to go look. I don't usually have notifications on for Messenger because otherwise I get people that fucking spam me all the time. 8 days old and starting to do my head in. It's not too late to step on it. God damn it. I'll check it out after I get off live stream, quick. Talked to another friend. He said those are known for blender issues and thought it may have been blowing cold air. Usually you'll hear that motherfucker clicking, though. Aussie slang thing for you, Rick. I'll start speaking Aussie. Talking Aussie. I mean, on the optimistic side, if it's quart low on coolant, heater core is typically the highest point in those motherfuckers, so fingers crossed. As long as it's not my problem, I don't shit. Said it worked fine on the way home, and driveway was blowing hot air. Now we watch it. Get her dead. Hey, I got no problems with that, dude. I don't have... If you got the ability to do that, in my side, it's pretty damn hard to tell the customer and be like, yeah, let me know if it does it again, because, you know, motherfucker didn't work once, and it said it was hot, so... Some people are understanding about that. Most, they'll be like, fuck. So then you keep the motherfucker here until you can duplicate it. Like a fucking power seat switch, which just happened to be fire at 8. I'm going to try some Aussie speak to him. Maybe I'll call him from a different number. There you go. Hi, bloke. Cunt. Cunt. Say, cunt. It's Lee Harris. Canada, then Australia. Most don't know what to watch. No. And if I'm okay with people that are just like, I don't know. It's the ones that are like, oh, yeah. Just say you don't fucking know. I got a guy that's trying to find an engine for his truck right now because he didn't want to put a reman in it. So I was like, go find a salvage yard engine and put it in it. And then if it's fucked up, you're going to have to pay me twice. Just letting you know. You're going to have to sign that agreement. And I got questions. They're like, these are like put starter in backwards type questions. If you keep fucking around, you're going to find out. Lakers fanatic. Cheers, beers. Is that what Daniel Berry switched his name to? Oh, God damn it. You stop that shit. I'm not in the mood for it. Put it back. Don't pick up a reverse rotation small block Chevy. Marine application? Probably not. They ever make fucking backwards running fucking Chevys for the marine application? You know, if you got them two of them sitting side by side, one running one way, one running the other, dual prop. They did for Ford. I know they did for the Ford engines. That's why I was wondering. I was like, And those motherfuckers are like hen's teeth. Never seen a small block, but I know they make reverse rotation big blocks. Yes. Again, mostly marine application, but now that I think of it, I was like, some fucking retard put a fucking marine engine in that goddamn thing. That'd be funny. Still can't put the starter in backwards though. It would run the wrong direction, but you still can't put the starter in backwards. Fully thought it through yet, but thanks for the idea, Rick. I'm gonna build a line that hooks to my AC vac pump with inline moisture catch, then the other line to fit my quick connect rad test set. Now, do not use your AC vacuum pump to pull fucking vacuum on a cooling system. You still clearly haven't thought this through. Holy do you have a fucking air compressor? Got one of a last round Barry CVX 20 jet that has been in storage for 20 years. 20 years? 40 years ago, a neighbor at the cabin bought a new Mastercraft ski boat. It had a V8 engine in it. Glastrons were nice boats. Yes, they were. I said that, and yes. You do not want to use the same vacuum pump you're using for your AC system. That needs to be absolutely fucking dry. AC system should be wet with oil and very minuscule amounts of moisture. A cooling system is wet by nature. You will saturate the fuck out of that vacuum pump and put shit through it it's not made to do. All you need it with an air compressor is a Venturi. What rhymes with Hispanic? Fucking mechanic. The fucking doesn't rhyme, but it's fine. Your mom. Wow. I did not make that one. Even a little bit. The heavy metal flake paint on it. The heavy metal flake paint Glastrons were nice. Even to this day, they got that classic fucking look to them. I do like metal flake paint too, by the way. And on the boats, the oversized metal flake worked. Shit's like it's 1/4 inch. What the fuck? In storage for 20 years. I'll give you $500 for it. Like I need another fucking boat. Check that. I'll give you $200 for it because I don't want to come get the bastard. Check that. I don't want it. Last time I talked shit on a live stream like that, I ended up having to go to Chicago for a fucking combine. So I rescind all offers. Gold color, go to YouTube and type CVX20 Jet, and you can see a couple with the rooster tail. Clean up the touchscreen. I'd like to have a barrelback wood boat someday, like an original Chris Craft. Those were cool too. Just not. I don't have fucking time for a boat. Now this fucking swamp is damn near dry enough to walk across. Send that motherfucker in to get fixed. It's supposed to be like fucking not that way. Pisses me off. All I know is if there is a Harrier Marin in the name and a shitload of zeros to the price, Harley. I don't like adding zeros unless it's after the decimal point. Then you can add all the fucking zeros you want. I don't shit. Makes you feel good about yourself. Line them up. Jet drives are great. Agent Jay-Z has a buddy with a 1,500 horsepower turbine engine in his river race boat. Water jet drives it. Throws a huge rooster. You ever been on Oak Lake, Rick? Yes. Whole bunch of times. Primarily, the times that I've been on Oak Lake, I was on the ice, but I've been on boats plenty. It's well used. I used to trap a lot of muskrats out of that fucking lake. A lot. That fucking thing's got to be low as hell right now. I think that was ice falling, but it sure sounded like something fucking turned on and off. That's what I need, another electrical problem. It is very popular for boating because it's not super deep and it warms up relatively fast. It is very popular on weekends and that with all the fucking campgrounders that are up there. It's not a huge lake. Muskrat trapping, you can walk around that motherfucker 2-3 times in a day pretty easy. Took Bob out there fishing a few times. Back in the day. Get over on the east end. There's some pretty decent bass fishing. Seen quite a few properties listed along there. Not surprised. There's some of them that have been there long enough, they're aging out. They got to be on the lake. They got to be fucking expensive at this point. It's got a public access to it, so it's not that big of a deal. The other day in South Dakota for $20,000 an acre, and then they sold a farm in Iowa for $30,000 an acre. Land prices are just nuts. They're higher than they've ever been around here. And they fucking jump significantly. Because people are buying this shit. There's going to be a financial fucking break on this shit, and it's not going to be good. It's going to be worse than fucking 08 and 09. Good luck correcting out of it, because the only thing that's going to happen is there's going to be a come a point where there's no buying your way out of a fucking financial crisis anymore, because that's all they've ever done. So it's going to get fucked. Should buff that out. All the schmutz over there. I don't like that today. Some days it doesn't bother me, but tonight it bothers me when I can fucking smell it as soon as I start buffing on stainless. It's like, bleh. Nope. The stupid part on that 20,000 an acre, Kyle, is you start setting precedents at that rate and financing at that rate, you're fucked. You can't come back from it. Did you see the fucking 50-year mortgage thing? And that's going to drive fucking prices even higher. That's a terrible fucking idea. Don't people realize the consequences of that? And you can't age discriminate on it. So 60 years old, you can go get a 50-year fucking mortgage. Motor, and I appreciate you. That shit's not going to work at all. Even a little bit. $50-year mortgage saves 16% on your payment, but extends it 20 years. Yep. So if you get a fucking mortgage at 18, you might pay the motherfucker off when you retire. All going well. I paid $120,000 for my farm 12 years ago. Now the bank says it's worth $1.3 million. Did you tell him to sign the fucking check? Jesus Christ. Well, my farm is worth about, according to the taxes, about 260 times worth what I paid for it. So technically, I don't think they are, though. That's the problem. They told me they'll lend me $30,000 against it. It's worth 1.3 mil. I don't think they will. And then you have these places that are like, oh, you can never invest backwards on real estate. The hell you can't. You're about to. We keep doing this shit, and everybody that's currently investing in real estate are about to go fucking backwards because it's going to become an unsustainable fucking valuation. It can't fucking sustain it. A 50-year mortgage is only going to, the housing market is just going to be like, oh, you want to do that? We'll go in suit. We'll crank the fucking price of the property up another fucking 20% because we can. I own a freehold and they'll only give you 30 grand. Fuck them. Jesus. Fucking hate lenders. That's why I do this. This is a cash fucking, if I can't grow my business paying cash, there is no chance I'm taking a loan on something. I'm not financing a goddamn thing here. If I got to finance something, I'll go get a different fucking job. I said that from the fucking time I started, and I'll say that 3 years fucking late, 4 years later. Wow. Almost 4 years in the books. Huh. It's a nice bit of property, 11 acres. I mean, I got a lot of ground I can run. I own a bunch more than that, but depending on where you're at, 11 acres can be a lot of damn property. Start cleaning batteries while I'm standing here. You ask, most banks will lend up to 70% of the equity on the property, provided debt to credit can pay for it. But hell, even now, half the time there, they'll fudge the fucking numbers. Speaking of debt to credit, when I worked at Fargratch, we had a couple that came in. They were both between combined incomes. They were making $600,000 a year, and they didn't qualify to finance a truck. And this wasn't like an expensive truck. It was like a $40,000, $50,000 truck, which is an expensive truck, but it's like, how the hell? 600 fucking grand a year. First of all, my wife and I made 600 grand a year. We're just paying cash for a damn truck. I can tell you right now. Fuck financing. It was overstocked when I got here, so I'm letting it regen for now. Like the ground and all that, or what? 600K a year, pay cash for that mother. I think they were extended too far to pay cash for it, though. I got you. I'll get the language at some point, Craig. Just not talking to you till 2:30 in the morning all the time, because god damn it, I was tired. Son of a bitch. It's easier if we do this. Charles' mom, Charles Simmons, $25. Have a shot on me. Good seeing you. Well, god damn. It's not shot money, but I'll have a shot for you. Mom, I have a bourbon. How's that? I don't have any good shooters. What should I do for a... Private barrel. How's that, Charles? It's weird when you super chat, your name's all broke up. I'll give you a good and pour, too. 122.4. Ponte Verde Inn and Club. 3-ounce cup, 2-ounce shot. I'm doing an Oban 14. The hell is that? By the way, Rick, did Dick Hole ever respond to your calling? Hell no. Want to do it again? It's not a good idea. Because then Craig will be like, let's do it again, and then it'll be 2 o'clock in the morning again. I can't do that shit. We got a live stream with Craig co-live when I'm playing cribbage with my wife. Because that'd be a hoot. Single malt scotch, 14-year-old. Oof. I can't do the scotch. If I hadn't known that, though, I would have done the fucking... I do have single malt Irish... See, it already got me. Single malt Irish whiskey. From England. Hayden brought over. Fancy. Gotta make sure Craig's not around a toolbox, though. That shit's fun. I got mine to hold me up. Or take me down. One of the two. You know what they say? Prop me up beside the toolbox if I die. Nothing doing. One day I'd have to get dressed. I can't do that. Snowing today, we're in the cold season. Define the cold season. Charles, where are you at? Not doing one. Not doing one today. I'd have to get dressed. You just laying out, fucking hanging it out, waiting for a lizard. Never mind. It's your summer season, right, Craig? Yeah. Hate clothes, always have. Northern New York, about hour and a half, 1 hour, 30 minutes from Ottawa. I got you. It was 8 degrees today for the high. It's 11.5 now. Fuck, we're warming up overnight. It's 15 below this morning. Live by myself, so no problem for me. Hey. My wife's number one complaint about me starting to work from home was that she can't have the shades open and walk around naked. That was her number one problem. Now we have gates with remote control. Bring them back. Never mind. -6 Fahrenheit tonight. You're welcome. Sent that your direction. Sharing is caring. Jay, nobody cares. 27 Celsius outside. That sounds warm. I'm not familiar with the scale because that's... Charles, you paid for the drink. I sent you the weather. You shouldn't have. I know, but, you know, it's the best I could do. If it's at the start of our winter, it's got to be the... Well, God damn it. It was like 5:30. So he's not 12 hours. He's like fucking more than... Isn't one part of Australia the first part to see fucking New Year's, though? 80.6. Oh, shit. Well, it gets that hot in the shop in the wintertime sometimes. If I don't watch what I'm doing with the fucking... If I get drunk and start fucking with the mixing valve, then I can make it over 100 degrees in here pretty easy. 17 and a half hours in front of you. Good. If the future's... How the hell did we get a half hour? Where the hell did the half hour come from? Who fucking split a time zone? God damn it. I am pissed. I am pissed. Hey, it's snowing. I was not aware that it was supposed to snow tonight, but it's doing it. In between time zones. In betweeny weeny. Terrible. India has a half hour too. It's weird. Jesus fuck. We only picked up 3 inches today. That's what she said. I stopped mid fucking shot on that one. Damn it, Charles. Snow, snow, and more snow, they're saying, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. Let it rip. I got a load of fucking firewood coming tomorrow. I can drag the snowmobile out, have fun with it. I don't give a fuck. Let's do it. Other than digging vehicles out, but I don't give a shit about that either. I'll fucking dig out as close as I can with the tractor bucket and let her eat after that. Dug 2 inches out from the car hurt. She wasn't impressed. That was after tugs. That would make anybody so sick they wish they die. 34 Celsius? Jesus, fuck. That's like 100 degrees or some shit. The conversion's fucked. Justin, I know how it goes. It's like when you're fucking, the finger's fucked up in your glove and you gotta stick your finger in and then pull it out. $93. See? Oh, bourbon was a bad idea. My wife's not home yet, so I can't even go in the house and give her some whiskey dick. But she might be watching. She was the one that was making innuendos earlier, so. You know the deal. Yep. Also, did you know after you've had a hernia surgery, if it doesn't completely heal in one spot, you can just fucking, if the bottom of the patch is a little bit fucked up, you can just like fucking, you know, make your gut a little bigger, if you know what I mean. You can just like rip. It's uncomfortable as hell, but it can happen. You know why? You know, you find that out? Go down the inversion table one time. Get all fucking showered up and fucking relaxed and warm and jump on the inversion table and flip upside down and fucking, yep, sure will. If you have an inguinal hernia, fucking, they'll go bloop. I was shocked when I stood up. Took one step and I was like, oh, they're back. See, you used some of your shop towels finally. No, I just moved them. I'm just fucking with you at this point. It's like a treasure hunt. I'm good. I'll stay right side up. Inversion tables are kind of kick ass, actually. They take up so much room. And if now I would do a lot more of it if we still had the motherfucker in the house. Now it's up in the it's stored up in the. That was when I was working at the Fork garage. I got bloody noses every day. Funny how quitting there, I quit getting bloody noses. Isn't it? There was too many live streams where I had a fucking shop towel shoved up my fucking nose because I was bleeding all over the place. Fun fact for you, drinking doesn't make them better. That's probably ice and snow and all the other schmutz that's fucking frozen the wheel wells on it. You can see there's snow and shit on the cowl. Craig, have you ever seen snow? I don't know. How cold does it get in Australia? That? That's what I actually need for humidity in the damn shop. Because right now I'm only at 27%. 27% humidity is fucking dry. Well, it's Australia, you know. Used to get them daily myself. I thought I was dying for a couple of years. Did you have a big change in life and all of a sudden they went away? Because that's what happened to me. Almost as soon as I told him I was quitting, it was like he just tapered off. Stop getting them. Funny how that works. Wirtz, I appreciate you. Rick moved some of the shop towels, and Motor in USA comes in the middle of the night and eats a roll every night. He has a weird addiction to shop towels. Fact. Up north, going to be 40 degrees Celsius and 99% humidity. That's fucking hot. And fucking humid. We can just fucking wring out your fucking shirt right up until, and it's got to rain daily. They did. There's only three things that can cause that amount of stress in a human being. Well, in a man. Careers, cancer, and women. Turns out my wife wasn't the culprit. The second one. Oh, God. Isn't part of North Australia a rainforest? That would have to be part of it. Flowing like a river. Oh, yeah. I had one time when Katie was gone, I just climbed into the bathtub and I was like, well, I don't know what to do because I can't fucking... Some really bad ones, but that one was the worst. I climbed into the bathtub, turned the fucking water on, and I was like, I'm going to wash this shit down the drain, and I don't... Passed out or fell asleep or whatever the fuck it was at some point. Woke up freezing my ass off. Turns out I turned the cold water on. Or we ran out of the... No, probably ran out of the water heater. At that time, we didn't have on demand. On demand would just suck the fucking propane tank dry. Nosebleeds for a reason. For no reason equals stress. Yep. Hindsight's 2020. Well, I self-admittedly hated that fucking job. I didn't make any fucking reservations about it. It wasn't like I was nice to the people that fucking I worked for. And then still thought that I would fucking chip in on buying the goddamn place. They were dumb enough to give me the sales proposal right there in my fucking garage. And I was like, fuck you, I'm leaving. Then they were dumb enough to be like, we'll put you out of business. I'm not even in business yet. I just told you I was going to quit and go into business for myself. Then subsequently, they ended up hiring me to do work because they didn't have enough people to do the shit, and then they went out of business. Not hiring me to do work for, well, subletting work to me. Wonder how the owners felt with the stress you gave them. So I laid him outside. Now I'm sacked. There you go. What is sacked in Australia? Just so I'm clear on my verbiage here. Laid off. Oh, I got you. Fired. Fuck them. I actually thought they would fire me. Well, I tried to get fired so many fucking times. I was pretty much... And I didn't even think about the fact, honestly, in hindsight. It wasn't until people on the YouTube pointed it out to me. I told them my last day was going to be April 1st. April 1st is fucking April Fool's. So I guess joke's on them because I actually did quit. Laid off is a paid vacation here. Try to get laid off when during the whole fucking COVID bullshit. Rick was seriously trying to get laid off and not coming back, and they wouldn't let him leave. Yeah. I was pretty fucking open about the fact that I was going to take the layoff because shit's getting slow. Keep everybody else on. Keenan and I talked about it. We got the bills. We, bite the bullet. Nope. They wouldn't lay me off. So fuck them. I quit. I was trying hard too. I knew at that point I wasn't coming back though. That once business picked back up, I wasn't going to be there. Well, in hindsight, if they would have done that, business never would have picked back up. But all things happen for a reason. The timing was right for me. Then it would have been a lot more stressful than it was when I did it on my own terms. Those were they were still my terms, but they weren't going to be. I was still building toward it at that point. I think. I don't fucking know. I didn't have fuck all in here when I quit my job anyway, so I have no idea. If I look back to the live streams and shit when I quit my job, I didn't have fuck all. Nothing. It was a shit show in here. That's a Chevrolet Malibu LTZ, I can tell. I'm happy for you. Same. No loyalty when you're miserable? It wasn't a lack of loyalty. It wasn't a lot. There's business and then there's personal. And business loyalty is going to take a lot of damn money. Right? And there wasn't a lot of damn money. And if they didn't get the idea that I wasn't fucking happy there, I'm pretty fucking open about how I feel about things, right? So trust me, I didn't hide the feelings to the boss. I feel like I swallowed a Viagra and it got stuck in my throat, stiff neck. That's because you didn't have any clothes on and you fucking Aussies are probably missing a rib. Just because Osborne did it doesn't mean you can. Can I ask what you're repairing on the Malibu? I own one, and it's a jerk. 3 ribs, it's easier. Wow. Wow. Well, it's going to need an oil change tomorrow, and I got to figure out why it's throwing lean codes, and I'm pretty sure it's the intake manifold gaskets, but because it wasn't the mass airflow. I cleaned it anyway, but it wasn't that. I left my last job owing the Snap-on truck $8,000 for a toolbox. Went to the bank and got a loan, paid it off, never looked back. Woof. That's a big damn toolbox, though. I hope. What kind of toolbox you got? I've never paid that much for a toolbox in my life. Kyle still here? Left my last job in an ambulance. God damn. Half the size of what you got? Shit. I didn't really get a good deal on this motherfucker, though. I'm just saying. But I really got to get... Chad's coming to get his damn truck work done. Where the hell is Chad tonight, anyway? Chad's coming to get his damn truck work done. I'm going to make him put a ground wire on this motherfucker for me. Because what else is he going to do? And fix my tire machine. He already knows I'm gonna give him a great fucking deal on it, so I'll work on his damn truck. He's gonna do some shit because he's a Sparky, and then we're gonna see what burns down first. On second thought. That box new has to be 20 plus, I guess. Currently, they are 38. They're, well, fucking Snap-on Epic. Yeah, that's what it is. They're 40 for the same layout. 40 or 42? No, it's only 110, Lee. For fuck's sake. Yeah. It's a... Again, I did not pay MSRP. Assumptions can be had. I like assumptions. But it absolutely needs a fucking... It like pulls lint off of my shirt. Like you can, like... If you can... Maybe you can even see it. I don't fucking know. Like, just a little bit of fucking... It's terrible. Just paying that much money for a toolbox is kind of like getting dry fucked with a cactus up your ass. Somebody has to do it, though. It's consumer-driven demand. You can buy a $100,000 F-150. Just saying. And I'm sure that Chevy and GMC are right there with them. The Dodge, I don't fucking know. But I'm going to do the... I had to get rid of the fucking chrome handles, though. I didn't like the fucking chrome handles at all. Just like those ones. I didn't like them on those ones. I don't like them on this one. So I'm going to wrap the fucking... It's like $2,000 for fucking handles. I'm probably not going to do that. They make a wrap for them that's pretty mint, though. I'm not talking about your toolbox, Rick. The Snap-on one. Oh, I know. I know you weren't talking to me, but at any rate, Snap-on one, the Mac ones at fucking retail. Granted, most of them are probably not going to get sold at retail, to be honest with you, because you probably have a pretty damn good relationship with the customer has a pretty damn good relationship with the distributor, so they're going to get a bit of a break on it, but promise you can't touch this. Fuck, and I paid $5,000 for my toolbox filled with tools. Well, see, something happens to go the right direction on the other side of the world. Also, when filled with tools in the size of the toolbox, we're going to need a toolbox tour, Craig. I will do a toolbox tour when I'm done setting this shit up, I swear. But I'm not done yet. I still have drawers that don't have fuck all in them. That one. That one's empty. That one has used socket rails in it. This one doesn't have fuck all in it yet. We'll get there. I just haven't figured out. I haven't moved everything from. There's so much more real estate, too, because this toolbox is 8 inches deeper than those ones were. So you just move more shit way over here where you're fucking working on it. That is the beautiful thing. And on the car, not so much. But even on the car, I'm working here, grabbing a tool here. I'm not even I'm not 2 steps away, I'm 1 step away. Pivot turn. It does fucking ruin your boots, though. I will say that. But on a full-size truck, the fender comes about right here. I'm over the hood right here, and I can literally just pick and... That's why the top drawer is laid out a little bit different than most, but... Yours is the one size in the back? That makes sense. Time when I bought my box, it was Snap-on or Matco. We didn't have a Mac truck. Time Matco was $4,000 over Snap-on. Who did you have for a Matco rep back in the day, Justin? Were you still wrenching around here back then? My toolbox is only 2 foot wide by 4 foot tall. LOL. That's what she said. I mean, she's got a tiny Mexican too. Never mind. I think there's only been one fucking Matco rep in the area, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to test it out now. I'd have to dig up receipts. Has to be Wayne Johnson. Has to be. It has to be Wayne Johnson. New Brighton. Oh. Well, if you were a New Brighton, no, that doesn't have to be Wayne Johnson. In this area, it would have had to have been Wayne Johnson because he ran from fucking Pine City to the fucking to the international border. I don't really technically have toolbox, just the one that's in the back of my truck. Then the doghouse, looking things in my shop, and the picnic table full of stuff. That little fucking, that little rack you have. Is that what you're calling the doghouse? That thing's handy as shit. If I had a really damn big shop, well, aside from the fact that I don't, that thing's, I can see where that's super handy for you. But to each their own, right? Different applications call for different shit. This, I didn't even think about this until Tate and I were fucking setting this thing up. On a sedan, it's a little bit further, but on a full-size truck, which is mostly what I work on, that drawer is literally in arm's reach. Bought it at Grace for $10. It's kind of handy for at times to roll around. I can absolutely see that. 100% see that. I ordered a bunch more stuff, but for tool grid stuff, but this is primarily set up. I need more stuff for wrenches, and I need more socket stuff because I got about 300 more sockets that I want to, and I do have a ton more wrench holders, but we'll get there. Jacob Metcalf's in. How's Jacob tonight? My wife is still not home either, by the way. Tom, you run DeWalt, right? Or are you a Milwaukee guy? What's the drawer layout like on that toolbox? I'll show you. I do have a lot of battery. So, 12-foot wide overall. Again, don't mind it. It's that fucker collects dust like a son of a bitch. I swear to God, it's buffed out nice, but 6 foot tall, 58. 58 tall, 58 skinny. 58 tall, 58 skinny. And then you have a real shallow drawer, which I like the shallow drawer because picks. I'm more of a pick guy than a screwdriver guy. I also have my Montezuma box, so I didn't get rid of that shit. By the way. Because all that's out front and handy. And then power drawer there, power drawer there. So we're doing... There's not everything in that one, but that one, that one. That's just half-inch impacts that are... I got one up there, and when I need another one, I'll just cycle through, whatever. And that. No chargers there because I have a 4-place charger, so... But yeah. So up here, I just got miscellaneous stuff in that one, but this is primary drawer. Your ratchets, quarter swivels, 3/8 swivels, half swivels. We get into the Astro Nano sockets. 12-point swivels, you need them. Torques, hex, inverted torques. Get into your axle nut sockets and that, torque wrenches, obviously. This is my go-to for a twin beam for lug nuts and the basics, and then anything else is going to be a digital. Once in a while, we'll go to the clicker. But if you're going to do torque rotation, like on a differential, like breakaway torque, if it's small, then we go with this from like the 1940s. Show me one of those motherfuckers that's still working. And then we'll go with the dial indicator style, but tool grid on the bottom. If you don't have tool grid, I have not screwed everything down. They do come with torque screws, so you can screw everything down when you get it where you want it. I'm just not 100% on it yet, so. Yep. And then, yeah, both the Weld Milwaukee, depends on the application I need it for. I got you. Montezuma box. So all metric. Deep and shallow. Metric here. 3/8 deep and shallow. And then we have metric deep and shallow on this side. Standard deep and shallow on that side. Why? I don't know, because I'm fucking retarded. This would have been standard 3/8 deep and shallow, but the spacing doesn't work correctly for the sockets, so I cut all those bastards out and I'm fixing to weld them back in when I get a chance. I just haven't got a chance. And then we have 1/2 inch deep and shallow on the bottom. You got a little bit of hidden storage in here. Breaker bar. Some long extensions and that shit. 3/4 stuff in the back. Some funny fucking things in the bottom. I don't ever use that thing. There's more fucking dust and dead bugs in there than there is anything else. Looks like a fucking sunflower shell. It's a fucking moth. I don't use that. Anyway. How's that? That's got to be a little over double the size of mine. It's a cluttered fucking mess. And that's where I was getting in those. And everybody's like, what do you mean it's 2 or 3 steps? 2 or 3 steps. You got to step down, step over, step again, get back on. That's time. And it's really nice to be able to just fucking have everything at reach. I'm one person. I only have so many hours in a day, so I'm spending the money to make that time more efficient. And I'm going to adapt it. That's why I haven't screwed all the things down yet. Not that you can't take the screws back out, but as I adapt to everything and like it. So like, we'll do this. So this is the primary bank for me, right? This is, for the most part, the business drawer. I have a whole bunch of fucking wrenches. There's drawers full of wrenches in there that I gotta get put over here. The Mac Knuckle Busters, those are great. Love them. I have the Mac RBRTs up there. I think they're gonna go here. The gear wrench, flexible, 12-point. They're non-reversible. You got to flip them over, but they're great. Mac stubbies of all the things. Stubby metric, stubby standards, both ratcheting, and then non-ratcheting in the standard size. So, if y'all don't notice, I buy a lot of Mac tools. So yeah, this will all be filled out, and then that drawer is going to have a bunch more stuff in it, specialty stuff. And I got some stuff that I ordered from Vim Tools because picks, small picks, mirrors, blowguns, blah, blah, blah. I use the shit out of this drawer. I don't know about everybody else, but if y'all aren't using fucking pick tools for essentially all the things, it makes your life so much easier. And I see the viral videos of the people that are fucking using the clip release tools and that shit. All you're doing is breaking electrical connectors. Every fucking time, that's all they're good for is breaking shit. Throw that shit away. disconnect tools, little cash in the drawer for, you know, purchases. If you guys don't have these, relay bypass, that is not a great example. This would be like more of a GM or Ford style. It doesn't have all the pins in it because it doesn't need them, but then you can turn the relay on and off. Verify if you're on the signal side or on the downstream side of the relay problem. Pop that bitch in. Also, you can put your amp meter on there and see what it's drawing. If it's popping fuses and shit, got you. Go down a drawer. Voltmeter. These are camera glasses. One of these days I'll actually go back to long form videos. Probably not. Top down infrared camera. I don't use that. Well, I do use it a bit, but it plugs into my phone. About another one. Soldering iron. Power probe. If you don't have a power probe, get fucked. Stay fucked. 30-foot retractable test leads times 2. You need power and ground at minimum. Amp clamp. Various probes and back probes for your Mac tools. Shocker that you see a lot of Mac stuff in here. If you're doing a little bit of dwell work, you can do that. Some solder. More electrical stuff. Plier drawer. Nah, if you like a lot of damn pliers in a drawer. And who doesn't like fucking pliers in a drawer? So, Alien Space Saver, bar none, for this application. Get you some. And then, if you're going to go to the fucking, the vice grip side, I haven't got some room up here yet, but I do have more pliers. Again, there's more stuff in there, and I got another toolbox in the pole barn I got to sort through, but these for vice grip are fucking awesome. They are from Carlisle. They're like, I don't know, $20. And if you want that's a 28.5-inch deep drawer. So get you the big Nipex, and then go all the way down to the baby ones. Huh? Yes. Did that drawer. Label maker. So I use this for my oil change stickers. And if you want a little bit of a business tip for you, do a loyalty program. Buy 5, get 1 free. However, if you skip one, we don't fill the gap for you. Just my policy. You take one somewhere else, then we start over for you. Pry bars. Got more stuff to put in there. Anywho's. We did that one. This is the hammer drawer. Again, no shocker that it's Mac tools, but Wilton does make some good shit as well. I haven't bought one of their vices. Maybe I should buy one of their vices. Nah, fuck it. I have the old school fucking vice over there. And that little Craftsman has taken fucking hell. So, no. Oil change sockets. Universal. Those are for all your other ones, but Mac bit driver. Big over here, some miscellaneous, really. Just miscellaneous. Drill bits. Just whatever the Mac truck sells, buy all the drill bits and you'll be fine. Anywho's. Adapters, pullers, etc. For Mac stuff. And those are not really filled out yet, so we'll get there. Can't beat those anti-vibe hammers. They've been good to me. Fireball vices? Yes. I will say two things. I would buy one. They're all made by Stanley. Here's the fucked up thing. Stanley owns Mac Tools. They own Proto. They own all of them. Stanley makes the cheapest line, but you never see them available for sale anywhere. Then it's Proto. Then it's Mac. We can't even get our own fucking corporate dickheads to get their head in line and sell them all for the same price. Shit. So, Tom, I absolutely agree with you on the Fireball Vice. However, I had to turn around and look. It's right there. Those little Craftsman vices that you can pick up on yard sales for 10 to 20 bucks will take a fucking beating from hell. I put more U-joints in with that motherfucker than I ever did with the fucking 6-inch vices that we had at the Ford garage. Also, I didn't give a fuck about their vices. I didn't pay for them anyway. Fuck them. That one over there, I use for things that need a bigger vise than that. But that thing, to be fair, I think I paid 10 bucks for it on an auction or yard sale, and I don't care. I basically use it as a spanner. You just fucking set the gap and pound the hell out of U-joints with it. It's taking all of them. Get the big hammer, too. Fuck it. They used to get mad at me when I broke vices at the Ford garage. When you get mad at me, though, I'm going to do it on purpose. Ish. Fuck them, I did it on purpose. Is that ice or are you ejecting parts? You never know. Why can't I... Where are all my icons fucked up on here all of a sudden? I think that Fireball has a 6-inch vise that's coming out for like under 500 bucks. I like that. Their long tail is like 1,500. I can't do anything. What happened there? I don't know what I did. I got like fucked up on the bottom and I deleted somebody's matches. I have no idea who's Bourbon's working. Who is that? Is my wife back yet? God damn it. I made promises that I was intending to keep, but I'm going to go in and launch up and be ready. No. She better be drinking just as much as I am, I swear to God. Didn't get his daily roll of shop towels to eat. Well, I should probably slow down on how I'm reading shit too. Motor does have a fucking weird thing with shop towels. Somebody else doesn't bring it up. He sure as hell has to. Why do I have 2 cases of fucking oil filters up there? One of those cases I just reordered yesterday. God damn it. I have to start hiding things from myself. Y'all ever do that? Hide shit from yourself? Like intentionally? I'm good at it. I'm good at it enough that I shouldn't do that shit intentionally. But I'm pretty sure in hindsight, I did that shit intentionally. Put it over there where you won't see it 5 fucking feet away. 2026, it's a brake clean shelf. I got plans. Watch your ass. I got an idea. The funny part is, well, I haven't live streamed with the toolbox. They don't give a fuck about the toolbox. Most of them have no idea what they're looking at anyway. But I was gonna put damn shop towels up here above the toolbox, but now I put a bunch of damn case tools up there because they're easier to reach than over on that shelf. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do yet. I know I put things in a safe place for later, then forget where that safe place is. Yeah, oh yeah. Diesel Creek Man has a Fireball Ice, weighs 250 pounds. Yeah, they're $1,500. And I'm not saying that's out of line. I just don't have that. I don't use the Vice that much. Not for Vice things. Okay? I don't use them for Vice things. That motherfucker. Where are you? There you are. Sorry, little guy. That motherfucker does not usually hold on to something. It is used as a to span the gap to drive the living, loving fuck out of U-joints. His Vice is not made for that either. I promise you. And those motherfuckers take it better than the big motherfuckers do. And they're cheaper to replace. Although you can't find those you can't buy them new. You gotta buy them on an auction sale. I got one more down in the pole barn. And then I'm gonna have to start looking again. 3 years of... You remember when I was running through Super Duties doing front end work? Yeah. It even holds the fucking knuckles for pressing ball joints. Shit. I was interested in the drawer layout. Thanks for sharing. She's a big old girl. And it's to each their own, right? Everything is different depending on what one person's priorities are or what they do primarily for work. But once I get her dialed in and this is my one and done box. I'm going to say that. I will be honest with you and say that probably not buying another one of them. Maybe. I better leave that caveat in there because I really fucking shoot myself in the foot if I don't. That's how shit happens like next week. If I say maybe now, then we can push it off for a couple of years or so. If I say I'm done, then that shit will happen tomorrow. I'm learning. I'm trying to. I don't know what I'm doing. But all things considered, if things go well, that should be a lifetime investment, I hope. Obviously, change shit around as things change, and they have different fasteners, and that's what I like about Tool Grid. You can pull up fucking shit and move it around if you need to. But and I have talked a little bit of shit about buying another one, only because I might know where there's another one for sale. And if that motherfucking welding bench pisses me off one time, boy, another fucking toolbox would be really pretty over there, wouldn't it? Been thinking about buying a top chest or a second roller to organize the chaos. Justin, are you still wrenching or no? Did you just say fuck it and go somewhere else? Do something else. I didn't say go somewhere else, but. I am for now. Well, that's relative, right? Then I would do the top box. Or two rollers is hard, right? Because if you're wrenching, you're moving shit around, and you're wrenching for yourself, you're wrenching for somebody else. And if it's for now, you need that shit to be portable. So I would buy a top box. Hell, it doesn't have to be the same brand. Who the fuck cares? Mix and match. Make them inbred. Who the hell cares? That is inbred, technically. That would be racially diverse. I like this. Ah! I need to shut the fuck up. Well, the fucking ice melt is working outside the door tonight, boys. Nobody's gonna be slipping in the morning, but their boots are gonna smell like piss. Oreo box, they call it, eh? Well, it depends on the color. Belted Galloway. Never mind. It's a cow. Rick, what's happening? Depends on if you get that weird ass middle box that has like 2 drawers in it. You know what I mean? I don't even think they make that in a fucking. I think that's just a fucking discount series, isn't it? They make those in fucking. Did they? I don't fucking know. That fucking Craftsman box that they have down in the pole barn, jacked full of fucking tools. Because I got drunk one night and bought a bunch of shit from my neighbor. That one has a weird, it's like a 1 drawer fucking intermediate box. Is it 2 drawers? Might be 2 drawers. I have no idea. It's weird. It's dumb. Like the new box? So far, so good. We're still buffing and cleaning, but they used to have those. I don't doubt it. I mean, I bought a Matco box in. I had a Mac. No, I had 2 Matco boxes. Where's my second one? A Mac box. Might have been a Mac box that I bought when I was at the Ford garage. And then I said, fuck it. I traded that shit off after I got fucking. Went through some life changes. Ditched a bitch. Moved. Box was paid for, but I needed a fucking. No, it was before that even. Before I even ditched a bitch. I traded the toolbox and some other shit for my Argo. Because I bought my cabin property. I needed the fucking Argo to get out there. And then after that, then I ditched the bitch and moved to the cabin. Not sure if they're still available. I mean, I've seen them on like the cheaper line boxes, and I'm not shitting on the cheaper line boxes, to each their own. I had Harbor Freight boxes for a hot minute, and I still got them. They're going to go over there and serve their purpose. They absolutely will. But it was an opportunity that I absolutely had to. There was no not taking that one. Even my wife was like, yep. Because it's not like I work remotely or away from home where I could be like, hey, throw the tool guy some cash and she would never know. And I wouldn't do that anyway, but there's not that scenario here. My wife would show up at some point and be like, the fuck? And then I would get assaulted on the internet for it. She came home on her birthday. I had a new toolbox. She took pictures and sent them to her sister, and then we went to dinner. So my wife got me a new toolbox for her birthday. Love my wife. They the best pressies, eh? Speaking of presses, I got set that motherfucker up yet. Your wife got you a new toolbox and you ate her carrot cake for her birthday, right? It was good too, not gonna lie. Appreciate you, buddy. Would have been fine if I would have remembered to give Tate his, but I had to take one for the team and eat all of them. Yeah, I got to replace that press with that press so my neighbor can come and get that press, and then I can move some shit around, and then I might have some room over there for a milling machine. Maybe. But I think if I take the fucking sandblast cabinet, what in the hell is in the way? Oh, it's a box, and the box is on top of the fucking sandblast cabinet. There's a sandblast cabinet back there. If I take that motherfucker off the legs, put it over there on the fucking bench. Oh, we didn't go far enough. The light machine's in the way. The bench that's back there on that wall, right there where that lathe is, I need a milling machine more than I need it's a compound milling machine, so I could do both. Put the sandblast cabinet there, put the milling machine over there, and we'll be good to go. Right? Had to take one for the team, need all of them. The next Rick live stream will be from ER after Rick has his heart attack. Nah. I leave that up to Lee. No offense. We all have a job here, and Lee has heart attacks covered. And Steve Mack drags the crazy bitches away. Never mind. Thanks for sticking around, Lee. You didn't cause shit. That is free will. That is like saying you caused my alcoholism. You did me a damn favor. And I thank you. I had one of those fucking things. Not fun. 12 days in the hospital. I missed Rick's live stream, for fuck's sake. There's not a lot of things in life that have humbled the shit out of me. And I aspire to be a pretty humble person, but I can be a very degenerate jackass, for lack of a better term. But the day you called me and apologized for missing the live stream because you had a heart attack, I really had to self-reflect. Craig says he doesn't have a heart. That chicken that you won't step on says otherwise. I call bullshit. You should have ate that motherfucker before it ever hatched. Saying. You know, the reason I only have one biological child is because I am good at scrambling eggs. That one was terrible. If my daughter's watching, love you. They catch hell for this tomorrow. It's the funniest shit I've ever heard you say. I mean, there's not a lot of them, but once in a while. I think it's a buzzard. It's trying to eat me. It might be the old crippled bitch next door. You don't know. You live alone. It's Australia. Birds of a feather fight with each other. It's a good thing we don't have like 300 people in here. I would definitely get fucking blocked. This is the only reason I don't get fucking canceled. Because we don't have that many people in here to get offended by shit. Grab my good hand. You know, Parkinson's will make it easier to jack off. Never mind. God damn it. Craig says no, like he's fallen from fucking space, dude. Jesus Christ. Really? Fucking elbow snapping and cracking like I haven't been fucking moving it the whole fucking night. And I cruised some other live streams that was experienced. There was some really fucked up people live streaming, worse than anything that's happened in here. But it's the scale, right? You could probably find a few live streams that are scrambling eggs, but OnlyFans. And now my OnlyFans account is no longer named Grinder, it's Lizard Dick. God, but this is way more fun than when I have to work on shit, isn't it? People thought I was grumpy last night. You damn right I was. $10.99 a month, minute. You get a $10.99 a month as a membership here. It sure as hell ain't over there. I was going to change my name to Lizard Licks, but whatever. I mean, you can't now. My wife already knows you as Lizard Dick, so. But don't worry, she won't make fun of your peanuts. But anything close, she definitely will. Q&A sticker says, myth you believe too long. They think this shit's relevant? Who the hell is that? Scrolled through quite a few lives last night until I ran into one that had Simba USA, and then I just stayed in at that one. He was moderating at one. That one was cool. Perfect. Was it a gun stream? I seen him on one a while ago. Lizard Dicks and Lizard Clit. Wow. I mean, there has to be a counterpart at some point, right? No, that would be Richard Hole. Fucking cunt. Speaking of Richard Hole, where is he? All the shit that he talked, and none of it that he wanted to walk. Fucking dickhole. Was one out of Alaska, and they were talking about trapping wolves and other things about living in Alaska. It was pretty good. Perfect. Next time we do a live together, Rick, I'll show you how I got a lizard. Jeez. Fucking hell, dude. I don't know. Some things are better left untold or shown. Fucking A, man. I don't brag about anything. My wife does enough. Well, if Dick shows up at Grumpy stream tomorrow night, oh shit, I gotta remember that. I'm gonna be out for dinner, but I'll remember, I swear. Or not. Text me, Lee. If he's in there, if Dick calls in there, text me. Like, text me, not message me, but text me. And then I'll be on it, because usually we go out to dinner on Fridays. No offense against Jimmy or Andy or any of those, but it's usually date night. Go live with a kangaroo. Why in the hell would you go live with a kangaroo? Justin, you've been drinking? Like way too much. Shit. Did you not watch the... You can go watch the live stream where I was on with Craig on Messenger. Next time we'll try to do it co-live, but for fuck's sake, it's Friday already. Nope. The hell are you living in? It's only 11:30. New order? The hell is there a new order? I don't know. Anywho's. You must have went that way. Wrong way. I was here for it. Well, then... If you didn't hear the motherfucker talk, you should know that he's from damn Australia and everything's trying to kill him. Motherfucker doesn't have any clothes on, and everything in the goddamn country is trying to kill you. You could not live more freely or dangerously than Craig does. I don't know if he just literally doesn't give a fuck or... No, he just literally doesn't give a fuck. When it's your time, it's your time. If a spider bites your balls and that's how you die? I'd rather choke a bitch with mine, but that's... Never mind. Baby tiger snakes in the house. I lost internet connection at some point, but seen most of it. Yeah, it was the internet connection that you lost. It had nothing to do with the drinking until 2:30 in the fucking morning that we did. Because I remember it, but I didn't want to. That's it, Rick. No fucks to give. Craig, I think that's why we get along, because I don't have fucks to give. I mean, I care. I care about things that are worth caring about. The people that care about shit that doesn't fucking matter is the problem, right? You can't fucking change it anyway. There are things worth caring about. And there's not. And there are certain times to care about things, and there are certain times not to care about things. I don't understand people. Or that, I don't know. It's fine. Might give a fuck Paddock is there. I care about taking care of my customers and doing good work for good people and, you know, my wife, my kids, family, limited. But the rest of the time, I don't give a... If you don't give a fuck about me, I don't give a fuck about you. Right? I don't need you any more than you need me. And chances are, I know where I'm at. So, I don't care. Been doing this for fucking way too long. Even on the live streams, like, even when I was like, yeah, I'm going to try to fucking take a run at building the YouTube channel. I get a live stream, get a couple of drinks in me. Well, even if I didn't have a couple of drinks in, I don't give a fuck. You come in here and start talking shit, you're out of here. Show me disrespect, and I'm gone. Nah, I ain't leaving. Fuck it. I'm staying here. You're gone. Fuck you. Get fucked, stay fucked. Next thing you know, you're shooting a shit with someone on the other side of the world and on the interwebs. As much as technology sucks, technology's awesome. Because most of the closest friends that I have are actually because of what I do and the shit that I say. But it really does get through the... I can only imagine how fucking weird it gets for people. I'm sure it gets weird as hell for people because for me, if you want to fuck around and find out, you can still be Sean. I'm just saying. Who the hell's seen Sean? Not since the last time. And he was here. Like, fucking here. When you're going off on people that don't know you, that they think you're pissed off. Facts, they think I'm pissed off because facts hurt your feelings. You get mad because people overreact because they get... That's not what they wanted to hear. Hell, when I pulled the transmission pan down on your car, I didn't want to find a porcupine in that motherfucker, but we sure did. And honestly, I'm surprised that motherfucker lasted as long as it did. Car driving good though? Also, I didn't have time to pull the pan down again, but when I drained that core to send that motherfucker back, yeah, it was all it looked like it was gold leaf running out of that motherfucker, which is bronze, but all I know is Rick is real even when he's drunk. It's too hard to be... No. It is too damn difficult, and it is mind-boggling to me that people can be that fucked up, right? I did not pull the pan off, no. I literally didn't have time. We already knew it was fucked. And I would like to and make believe that I have time for that shit. I didn't. I never would have believed it. Glad I had not seen it with my own eyes. Yes, it's like a new car. Appreciate you, buddy. I do. I appreciate that shit because it's what I work. That's what I work to do is results. I like it. Pretty cool having real people pop in from all around the world. If you're not real, you can get fucked. There is one thing that I'm pretty decent at is fucking sniffing out a fucking dickhead or a troll. Because usually you can sense when I'm like, the dick dar goes off. No offense, Craig. And I'm like, no, this motherfucker doesn't have... I got to ask a couple of questions, and if you ain't passing the bar, it's on like Donkey Kong. And then usually 90% of the time you said stupid shit otherwise, and then you can't answer a simple fucking question. Like, why is the starter in backwards? Because it's a vet, but it's not a vet. Or it is a vet. So don't ask me because my daddy worked on it, you cuck. Was an incredible amount of shavings on the shift sensor screen and prior on the magnet in the pan. Absolutely. There was enough. I would have liked that I made run. I would like to rip that down too, but I don't have time. Even on a live stream, it's just too much fucking around. The pan was going to be a way worse because it's got a big ass magnet in it, but it's just, to be honest with you, the deed is done. I already know it, and it's cool to look at. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't have time. And by the time I am so far past fucking wrenching on those bastards at the end of the day, come in here and drink beer and shoot shit with you guys. I'd rather do that and be cognizant in the conversation rather than having to stare at a fucking meter and try to figure out why the fucking vehicle has a battery drain. Good news is they're off to North Dakota tonight, so hopefully they don't tow it back. I'm still not paying for the goddamn tow, I'm telling you right now, because we just had one on the way from fucking Minot. Told him 4 fucking days ago not to get towed here and take it somewhere else, but whatever. Also, sometimes I don't know how people get my number. Bryce is in. Up early tomorrow. Today. Oh, it's not today yet. Fucking A. 1 beer. My wife here. I got this. Also, I have saggy ass pants tonight. I'm getting too fat for this shirt. Nope. Gonna have to put on some more ice now. It's actually warming up, but the wind is worse. Honestly, I thought my wife was coming home at like 10:30, and then her innuendos insinuated that she had plans. She's not home in the next 15 minutes. She's going to have to get it twice in 1 day. Anyway, one-third of the recent CDL holders in our state are eligible to be licensed. That explains a lot of stupidity. Am I surprised at all, Bryce? Not even a little bit. Also, thank you for what you do, because I need those parts and groceries too. So thank you for y'all that are doing it the right way. That's important to my business. What's a CDL? Commercial driver's license. So in this side of the world, you need to have a CDL to drive a big rig. I assume that 18-wheeler. Y'all got land trains and shit down there, which is fucking cool. It's weird, but it's cool as hell. Flip-flop truckers. Yep. About 2/3 of those motherfuckers in Rosemont. For sure. Pretty much gave up on stopping at that place for fucking fuel or snacks, because they're usually sold out of every goddamn thing. Bryce, you ain't retired yet, or no? We have a dedicated license for trucks. Depends on what truck as to the license code. That's fair. I mean, there are different grades of license, but yes. A CDL is kind of the broad stroke. There are dedicated license for if you're going to get into some weird shit like heavy haul and that, you got to have some conditions on your license, but none of them I would meet. Fuck me. I walk to work in the morning. St. Cloud is terrible if you're lucky enough to go through there. No. Do not stop for anything. Work in a grocery store, the trucks can deliver our freezer stuff and regular stock. Sometimes the pallets would be all tipped over in the wagon. I never got mad at the driver, though. Could have been worse. See, and it depends on who you're working for. Because in a lot of places, that's a rejected load. The only reason that store is taking that load is because they're going to get it at a discount. If those fucking pallets are tipped over, that's a rejected load, and they're taking that shit, and they're taking it at a discount. For sure. They're, I at least hope so. Somebody was in there snapping pictures and being like, hey, this shit tipped over. We want a discount. And they were still making you unload that motherfucker for the same rate. Don't get me wrong, but that's how like fucking Mike's Discount Foods has a business. Because places like the bigger box stores, Cub Foods, Super Ones, Walmart's, they'll reject the entire load. If enough of them are tipped over, they'll be like, fuck it, we're out. Then they buy that motherfucker for pennies on it, like literally pennies on the dollar. Delivered butter in Wisconsin this evening. Grassland Dairy, but Associated Milk Producers. I don't know how long we'll be doing that. It's all part of the same company. Super Value is parent company to Cub Foods. Yep. Sure is. But it depends on how much is tipped over, too. What's your threshold for fucked up shit? And who's responsible? Bryce, do you have to, and this I don't know at all. Bryce, do you have to secure your load, or does the company that's loading your trailer have to secure it? Because that makes a fucking huge difference. Right? Because the seller, which would be or the middleman that's loading that shit into the trailer, if they're securing it, they're responsible for it, right? If he's the one that has to climb in that damn trailer and strap that shit down. I don't know these things. I know I'm missing an engine from a rollover, allegedly. Or, well, I shouldn't say a rollover, an incident. Now we're waiting on insurance to pay for that motherfucker or give me an update. Thank you, insurance. We only got credit on damaged cases, only a few here and there. Like, literally, that's why, like, Mike's Discount Foods. If you're familiar with, because he's got, like, I don't know how many fucking locations now. It's a bunch. 5 or 6, whatever it is. That's what he does. They buy, the primary side of their business is buying rejected loads. Sometimes I'm responsible for strapping, post 911, 9/11, lots of places won't let me in the building and seal it when I'm loaded. Less liability on you. Honestly. You back up, you take off. However, as a driver, you know damn well as I do, it's an uncomfortable feeling not knowing how things are secured in your fucking trailer, right? You're like, And I'm not a fucking truck driver at all, but I know damn well how that feeling goes. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Shortage and damage is there, baby. Back when my grandpa hauled cattle, it was crazy the amount of damaged produce and other goods he would get for free and haul home. And by profit margins, you have to get better at it. Or you have to hire cheaper people to do the same deed that was already being done, aka flip-flop drivers. Saying. And don't get me wrong, shit happens. Nothing in any industry is perfect. Zero. There is zero industry that is 100% perfect, and if anybody thinks they are, they're lying to themselves. You got to strive really hard to be good at it. If you're not good at it, you're going to be out of the market really quick. Or you're going to fuck around somewhere in the middle, which is painful for everybody at that point. We're all freestanding in the trailers, but had one load lock bar holding up the N2 pallets. It was always up to me to secure loads in my trucks. And that's, state, country, providence, whatever it is, policy. St. Paul Stockyard was still in business. Oh, shit. That's damn years ago. I don't think anybody would haul anything to St. Paul to get sold for meat other than ice bait. Never mind. Go to bed. You're not even home, bitch ass. Are you? I've been waiting for you. I'm drinking the beer dick on right now. You and your damn innuendos. I'm just doing this for you. Yeah, it's probably been here the whole time. I never say shit that I wouldn't behind my waist back that I wouldn't say to her face, but we used to ship to Central at the stockyards. There's still a small lamb slaughter in Hardin. Of course there is. I'm shocked that they would slaughter lambs in Hardin. Also, is it... I don't know. Goats? Probably goats, too. Nah. Well, God damn it. Wife, what are you doing? Are you... For fuck's sake. Got beer on my fucking toolbox and everything you did. Started talking dirty to me. Drank too much? I'll show you if I drank too much. Where are you? Beer abuse. That was terrible of me. The easiest load was explosives. 48 ton. A week in Olympic. Damn, mine. 1 a week. Go slow, shit. That was like the sweat and TNT kind of fucking explosives, or no? We were playing Scrabble. Most done. My turn. Sherry has 8 points ahead of me. Well, God damn it. Hurry up and win. And then when you get home, you can get some head. You won't be ahead, but you'll get some head. Challenge accepted. It also, it's midnight, so it's gonna be twice in one day at this point. Now, you usually drag this shit on until like 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays. So, are we gonna play cribbage after we get home tomorrow, or no? Went off. I wouldn't have time to kiss my ass goodbye. Yeah, well, that's the best way to go. I always said, I've lived a very good life, especially in the last few years, mostly because of my wife. So they're like, it was like a poem. But at some point, if I just turn lights out, we better wait until next week because we're just doing life insurance. New things. It'll be fine. It's gonna be a hell of an auction, though. It's gonna be a hell of an auction. Bloody Hides out of Long Prairie Pack was my favorite. No one tailgates. Cops don't want to inspect the truck. When I park the fly, I circle the truck, and everyone leaves me alone. Get her dead. God, you're like... You would have fit right in Rosemont then. Never mind. Curry is why they circle the trucks now. Because in Lee's words, it's not a fucking cologne. Oh my God, that shit's funny. State ball's been out terrible around here. Because you get pinched or what? Be friends with them. You can befriend people, you know that, right? They have a job too. Like literally have a job to do, just like everyone else. Windshield washers was going. I hope he had time to wash it before the funeral. Wow. Wow. That's an insurance policy. That's what that is. If there's entrails on the windshield, you know damn well they're dead. Anyway, Made for a man strong enough for a Hindu princess. They'll nail you for going 1 mile over the limit. I'm starting to think you might have a bad reputation with those folk. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying that there aren't ones out there that don't do that shit. Whatever. Maybe there's still people at the end of the day. Talk nice to them, have a conversation. Right? You might get a little rapport. There's egotistical son of bitches in every fucking line of work, and on the outside looking in, there was probably a lot of people think that I'm one of those motherfuckers. However, I'm never unwilling to have a conversation with anybody, ever. So, I would try there. You might be surprised. You see them out, they're in line getting themselves a cup of coffee, buy them a cup of coffee. They say, hey, thanks, man. Appreciate what you do for the community, right? Just saying, you start somewhere. And I don't give a damn who they are. I'm that guy. My favorite funeral was pallbearer for a family friend. Freezing rain. As soon as we lifted the casket from the hearse, it slid down the hill, missed a bunch of headstones. And then you didn't do a good job of lifting it then. Like, you're like, ha. Bryce only has 160 characters to get his point across, but I'm making shit up at this point. The hell? How the hell big was this? It was a fucking ski hill? Bye, bitch. Didn't like you that much anyway. The fuck? Proceed. The family agreed she would have enjoyed her funeral. She enjoyed a good story. Well, obviously, y'all weren't clingy. Jesus Christ. How the hell does that happen? Have to go buy flowers now. There isn't any in the cemeteries around here at the moment. Good thing I don't have any flowers for anyone. God damn it. Can't that's called the borrow system. You know what I mean? That's called being efficient. They're dead and gone anyway, and most of the people forgot about them. It'll be fine. Her slid down the hill with one wheel rotating backwards. In the same direction as the casket, or opposite. I'm just trying to figure out how this story is manifesting in my brain right now. Right? This is fucking. This is Dr. Seuss shit at this point. See what I'm saying? The casket's going this way, and the fucking, we're talking overly extreme pitches, and overly extreme bitches. If they went separate directions, this is. Called being cheap. Cemeteries have a very good selection of flowers in the summertime. Sometimes you might be able to drive to 2 or 3 or 4 different cemeteries, but it's okay. Now we got the casket to the grave. The undertaker was chasing his hearse. So again, it was going the opposite direction that the hearse was going the other direction from the casket. Right? Obviously, it didn't run you the fuck over. Is my brain not working the way that I. What? God damn, Bryce, work with me. Who would have thought getting this old would be this fun? It's not that fun. It might be fun for you, but they had to have gone different fucking directions, Bryce. Make this funny for me. Because now I'm trying to figure it the fuck out. Logistics doesn't matter at this point. Either if you outran the fucking hearse getting to the hole, then that says a lot about your marriage. Fuck you, Bryce. I just made it funny either way. Anyway, crossed the road in the cemetery. The minister fell in the hole while giving the eulogy over the casket. Don't they do the fucking with the fake carpet or fake grass and shit? How? This is why I can't go to these things. I'd be like, it's your turn. Stepped a couple of steps back and disappeared in the front of everyone. So that's literally what I'm saying. We okay. We did the Dr. Seuss thing then. And thank you. Carried the casket to the grave while the hearse slid the other way. Thank you. Verified. This is what I had in my head. Because, just parted ways on the hill. Got it. My brain worked. I'm not a retarded alcoholic. I'm just an alcoholic. Fuck you, Gabriel. Motherfucker thinks I forgot. Ah. Thank you, Bryce. I'm happy now. We're Scandinavian. We enjoy funeral stories as long as they are true. As a fellow part Scandinavian, I'm going to tell you right now, the only fucking story that you quote unquote enjoy because it's true is a funeral story. You don't give a fuck about the rest of them. Scandinavian, fuck off. You enjoy all the goddamn stories. Scandinavia is where the fucking rumor mill started, for fucking sure. That is the foundation of fucking rumor mills is Scandinavia. For goddamn sure. You know what they had? Lefse and petty shit. That's all they had. I pissed off a whole bunch of people and I don't shit. If I ask, go ahead, do it. I dare you. The sewing circle at the church on Sunday. The Scandinavian-based church. Store stuff is like chewing leather. Yeah, I agree. you gotta have the good shit, but that's where the rumor mills are. Think about it, though. We rode across North Sea and coastal Europe. Prayed God saved us from the fear of Norsemen. And then what happened? After all that, you just talk quietly about each other. I've never understood it. The problem, I'm a half breed, if you will. I don't understand. Like, let's just call the shit the shit. I don't care. Like, I like laundry. It smells good and it's fun to hang out on the line and fucking watch it flap in the wind, if you know what I mean. And if it's somebody else's laundry, it's even fun with the winds high, because that shit might end up in the trees. That would be my ancestors. And that would be most of our ancestors. I mean, ancestors. Fuck off, Craig. I know my damn family tree is like a wreath. I don't know what y'all did, but we all came from a fucking rib somewhere. To this day they can't figure out why they want to go to where they want to go to dinner. Fucked up the first time. Garden of what? Never seen a restaurant called that since. That's why I don't go to church. I don't have a problem with church. I have a problem with the people that go to it. Most of them. Because most of them that go to church pray on everyone else the other 6 days of the week, and they pray on church on Sunday and act like they didn't fucking fuck around and find out the other times. Like, I don't give a shit. You're either a good person or you're not. You don't get to fucking ask for forgiveness. Say you fucked up. I don't give a damn what day of the week it is. Say you fucked up. I don't go there. We were looking for volunteers last fall. I said, it's too far for me to travel. I don't get any work done. I'm not going to shit on people that go to church. And I have a lot of customers that are very much church-going folk. They know that I'm not. It's pretty fucking easy to... Because I get a lot of churchgoers that do Sunday work because... And they tip well. So, you do you. However, they're very good people. There's also people in the same damn church, and they know that I will not do business with. That says everything that I need to know. They won't even not Brock. I don't need to do what you do. Do what you feel is what you want to, what's right, and do that. And I will do the same. I want to do good work for good people. And if I think there's a little bit of bullshit, it's on like Donkey Kong. That's it. That's all. And I don't give a fuck if it's here, in person, on the internet, doesn't matter. Don't care. Cuba's in the house. When the hell has Cuba ever been in the house? Not since the Cold War. Have we had Cuba in here before? I not that I recall. Lot of damn countries. No, don't get me wrong. I'm like, appreciate you. Welcome to Starlink. You don't have government internet, I guarantee you that. God damn it, Rick. You must be doing all right in fucking Cuba if you... God damn. Welcome aboard. You're one... I would say you're one boat away from being a U.S. citizen, but I wouldn't do that shit right now. You're going to have to wait. You're global, Rick. I've been global for a hot minute, Bryce. I don't know if you just got here, but... I mean, Craig is literally on the other side of the world. Hayden's literally been here. Bryce, did you wake up yesterday? Or no? 0:23. It's got to be Cuba time 2:30 a.m. You're far enough removed from the East Coast. It's got to be 2:30. Haven't heard from Victor in a while. Tico says yes. 123. Oh, only an hour off. Oh, shit. Shit loops back around. Is my wife home yet? She's fixing to get it. She's not. Fuck. I think I shit my pants. Not gonna lie. I think it happened. It's Thursday. I'm trying to figure out why my wife thinks she can outdrink me or out do whatever she's doing and not think there's going to be consequences for this. I mean, not consequence. I'm like I'm not like domestic consequences, but sexual for sure. It is windy. Yes. 13. But it's supposed to die off after like midnight. Oh, God damn it. We're there. It's going to be blowing like crazy in a minute. God damn it. You better hurry up. We're on a scale of depreciation at this point. She's competitive as fuck, though. If she lost the last game, they're going to have to play an entirely different game so she can play until she wins. When the hell have we ever fucking left a live stream where my wife fucking lost? Never. It wasn't bad in the river bottom. When I got on high ground, it sucked. I don't know. It's just goddamn cold up here. Not far from Lake Michigan tonight. 5 degrees here, more snow. Did you know that Lake Michigan is the only Great Lake that is completely in U.S. borders? Now you do. We share borders in all the other lakes, but Lake Michigan. I should be less fucking retarded. At least I'm not buying shit on the internet tonight, so that's good. Right? It has to be good, because... deflate. Nine people in, 52 thumbs up. Well, hot damn. Take the night off from buying things, Rick. There's always tomorrow night and the night after that to buy things on the internet or online auctions. Nah, I'm done. I'm all in until the end of the year for I'm all in on, until the end of the year for me things. Okay? Unless it's a really, really good deal. And then because there's one thing I'm going to negotiate on, and I'm not going to negotiate. I'm just going to fucking test a theory. And Squatch isn't even here to know that I'm going to test a theory because I have one very hard negotiating skill, and it's not even mine. It's just being there. So I've learned, as well as you have, Tom, and probably some other people, that good deals never come when it's convenient. They never do. And you better be able to, or fucking suck up and take it, or whatever it is. Get it. That's how I've done all of this. It's never been because it was convenient and it was easy and it was, yeah, fuck, I got all that money laying around right now and it's ready to go. Hell no. And then I'll go for months where I don't, like, there's just nothing. Like, nothing's fucking popping and nothing's, like, I don't know what the reason is. I have no idea. You can go dry spells too. Like, it just, especially on auctions, it's like fucking, it's like nothing's working. The money's not right. It just, the math ain't mathing, and all of a sudden it's like, you flip the switch, fucking everything's a bargain all of a sudden. Or maybe it's me. I don't know. Fuck, whatever. I didn't know that. My missus enjoyed the Lake Michigan Circle Tour. I enjoy the ferry from Sheboygan, Wisconsin to Loudon, Michigan. They're, yeah, Lake Michigan is the only one that is completely within the U.S. border. But also, did you know that the fuck island is it? Isle Royal. That is directly north of fucking Superior, is actually in the state of Michigan. It is directly north of fucking Superior, Wisconsin. Longitudinal. Lat, right? Anyway, yes. Around the 20th of December. God damn it. So just do me a favor and don't send me a link. Or do. Unless you're in the buying. If you're in the buying and you're gonna send me a link and tell me that's what you're buying, then do that. And then okay, just send me the link and tell me what you're buying, and then I'll buy the rest. Nope. I'm not doing that anymore. I swear to God, I'm not. I have a whole bunch of that shit in my pole barn that we're not. Thank you, but no thank you. Can I always tell when the lake is frozen because the lake effect quits? How many times has Lake Superior frozen over? I don't know, but it's not a lot. I don't think I'm buying anything at the hardware store auction. I've bought a lot of shit at the hardware store auctions. For everything that you see in my shop, like these things that are pallet racking or pallets, yeah, those, and the ones that are over there, yeah. The shit that I fucking put in the. I don't have room to put more shit in my pole barn. I need to organize that, and I need to add onto the back here so I can. It's not about having space for fucking vehicles, contrary to what my wife believes. I need to add on back there so I can have more inventory. More stupid shit. That thing. Anyway. If it's Ace, they might have an East Wind camping hatchet. I'm looking for things that I can make money on, buddy. I get it. Hold on. I heard her. Hey! Honk if you're horny. I'll be there in a minute. I gotta finish my beer and get the hell out of here because yeah, she honked 3 fucking times. Oh my god. I have to be the luckiest man on the planet. I swear to God. You don't get to talk that kind of shit and then be like, Katie says 3 times. Verified. Okay, then, good night all. Have fun, Rick. Hee. Beep, beep, beep. I guess it's time to go. Appreciate y'all. Get fucked, stay fucked. I'm trying. Holy shit.